Are you a contralto? This is one of the rarest female voice types there is. In this video, I'm going to give you a test and some vocal exercises to see if you are a contralto. But first, I'm going to discuss what a contralto is. So here's the timestamp right here if you want to fast forward to the test or to the vocal exercises. So what is a contralto? A contralto is a lower female voice with a range between E3 or around E flat 3 or D3 on the lower side, and then on the upper end it'll be around E5 or F5, with some having an upper extension up to A flat 5. And very rarely will some actually have a vocal range up to E flat 6. But it doesn't sound like a soprano's E flat 6. It's basically just like a squeak out, okay? So, but for all intents and purposes, it's basically E3 or E flat 3 all the way up to A flat 5 right here, okay? There are some singers that can get way lower than this, but it's usually not in full voice. Like some singers can get down to maybe like B flat 2 or B flat 2 right here, or A2, or even down to G2. But it's extremely rare to do that, and it's usually pretty weak and not in full voice. So let's listen to an example of a professional opera singer singing all the way down to B flat 2 in full voice. This is Eva Podlesh, and she's a true contralto. So let's listen to her. Right? So she can sing all the way down to B flat 2 in full voice, which is pretty incredible. So when it gets past maybe D3 right here, it gets a little bit weak. She loses some of the resonance. She loses some of the power to her voice, but it's pretty incredible that she can sing this low note, right? So listen to her again as she goes down, and listen to this right around here. It's still she still has really good resonance right here, but then when she gets to right here and to the B flat 2, then she loses it just a little bit, right? So, I mean, it's so low. Just listen to this again. Right, exactly. So you notice that down on the C3 and this B flat 2, it's just a little weaker down there, but that's just understandable that it gets a little bit weaker down there. So on the upper side of the contralto range, it's typically they have this E5 right here, or F5, but then going up to the A flat 5 right here, that's definitely a thing as well. They can. It really depends on the contralto, how high they can sing and how much they've trained, and how, if they feel comfortable up there above the staff on this A flat. This singer right here, Eva Podlesh, she can actually sing up to an E flat 6, okay, which is pretty incredible that she can sing so low and so high. She can get up to this E flat 6, which is usually high sopranos can sing up there. But the quality in her voice, she just basically squeaks it out, okay? In this video, in the same aria, she goes up there, and I'm not sure if the E flat at the end is her singing or if it's somebody in the chorus. But I think it's her. It sounds like her voice. Why don't you let me know in the comments below what you think? Okay, let's listen to this and see if you think she's actually singing it. She's definitely singing the B flat 6 right here, or the B flat 5 rather. Okay, let's listen to this. Yeah, it's very faint right there. It's really faint, that E flat, but somebody is singing it. I think it's her. Okay, could be somebody in the chorus, but I don't know. I think it's her. But at least she's singing this B flat 5 right here, which is really, really, really high. Now let's go on to the test to see if you are a contralto. So we're going to start right down here on A major, and we're going to go down, and then we're going to test to see how low you can sing. So we're going to go like this. Okay, try that on A for me. That's the E right there. Okay. Now let's try the E flat. See if you can sing that. Good. Okay, let's try a little further. One more. That's C3 right here. Okay, so that C3 is pretty low, even for a contralto. But some can actually warm down even further. So let's go down to right here, which is B2. Okay. One more, down to A2. Okay, if you have this A2, it's very possible that you could be a contralto. Now let's test your upper range. We're going to start right here on A major, then we're going to go up. So we're going to start like this. We're going to do an ascending and descending scale on A. We're going to go like this. Okay, try that for me. And go up. Right there is the E5 right there. Now, if you can sing that, and if that's the top of your register, well, you might be a contralto. But you might be able to sing higher than that. So let's see how high you can sing. So we're going to go right here to B flat major. Try to go higher. Good. And one more. So right here is the A flat 5. So if you can sing an A flat 5, and if you're truly a contralto, then that means that you've had some serious training, and you can sing up into your extreme upper register up here. But if you're not so trained and you can hit the A flat 5 pretty good, then you're probably not a contralto. Okay, you might be a mezzo-soprano or a soprano, more likely a soprano. But let's try to go up a little bit higher than that. Some of the contraltos that I've trained can actually stretch their range, their warm-up range, all the way up to high C C6 right here. So let's start this right here, going, and let's go a little higher. And here. 2 more. And for most contraltos, that C6 right here is the very limit. There's nothing above that. That's basically squeaking that out. Okay, that's just extremely high, not comfortable at all, not even remotely possible to perform. Okay, very rare for a contralto to do that. Most likely, A flat 5 is going to be the top, and C6 is out of the question. But it's also good to warm up above where you want to perform, right? So that if you can warm up to a C6, it'll make the A flat 5 much easier to sing. Now let's go over the exercises for contralto. So these are the exercises that I do for all of my singers, but I just change them depending on the range they are singing in. So down here, I typically start on C3 for contraltos. And so this first exercise will go like this. It'll be a lip trill. Then we'll go up from there. Good, let's go a little higher. This is going to be your extreme upper register right here. So let's try it right here. Good, let's do 3 more. And 2 more. Good. And if you can't get up to that high C6 right here, that's okay. Just go as high as you possibly can. Now we're going to do another exercise, and this one is called Siren on E. And this goes like this. So I just go on the E vowel, and I go from my low register all the way up to the upper register as high as I can sing, and then back down. And try that for me. Okay, now let's try that 2 more times. And 1 more time. Very good. Now we're going to do a 5-note exercise on Ah, and we're going to start this on C major right here. Okay, on Ah. Here we go. It'll sound like this. And go up. So this is the E right here. Let's see if you can go a little bit higher than that. Okay. Go higher. Good. And there's A flat. Good. So right here is A flat 5. If this is the highest note you can sing, you can stop right here. But if you can sing a little bit higher, why don't you try it? Okay, we're gonna try to get up to the C. Okay, so right here. Good, and right here. Good, and 2 more. Excellent, and 1 more. Good, and this right here is C6. Very good. Now let's go back down to C major down right here. And then we're going to do an exercise called E, A, A on the 9-note scale. And this goes like this. Okay, try that for me. Okay, let's go up. Go up. And right there is the E. So let's do one more. Good. So let's go back down, and now we're going to do the E, A, A, O, U exercise on the 5-note scale. And this one goes like this. E, A, A, O, U. And this will be your extreme lower register right here. Okay, try that for me. Good, let's go up. And right here. Here's E flat down right here. And this one will probably feel comfortable in your voice if you're a contralto, okay? This next one is going to be this high E right here. Okay, try this for me. Let's try one more. Good. That is F5 right there. So on this exercise, I typically go up to F5. If you get more ambitious, you could try to go higher than that, but that's usually a good stopping point for contralto. And now let's do one more exercise, and this one will be staccato, legato, arpeggio on the A vowel. And we're going to start this in your extreme lower register right here again on C, and we're going to go like this. Okay, try that for me. Here's that E5 right there. Okay, let's try two more. Let's try to go to the F5. Good, and one more. Good. So essentially, on most of the exercises, I stop around like F5 or F sharp 5, around there. And maybe on the 5-note scale on A, I try to go up as high as I possibly can. Hopefully up to C6, okay? If you can, that would be amazing. If you can't, maybe you can work up to that. So if you can warm up to the C6, that'll make that A flat 5 right here much more doable. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're interested in taking voice lessons with me, click on the link below and schedule a voice lesson with me. And as always, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.